Friends, this was the overall process about how Google's authentication protocol works. Now we will try to move to the last step, integration of Google's client library within our PHP script. Okay, friends, already we have downloaded and installed our Google's client library with help of Composer. So within our project directory, one folder we have vendor. Within this, our Google's client library is available. Friends, in order to use all these particular files within our project, first of all we need to include the autoload.php file within our PHP script. So first of all we will try to now perform some basic configuration setting regarding Google's client library. So for specifying these all basic configurations, I will create new file here and save this file with settings.php. Okay, and within this file we will try to specify the basic configuration setting of PHP client library. So first of all I will try to include the client library within my PHP script. So I will write here require once, and we will specify the path here vendor, and within this vendor directory the file name we have to specify autoload.php. Now friends, we have included our Google's client library here. Next to this we have to create the object of Google's API client, through which we will try to make all the other calls to Google authentication server. So I will write object name GC, that is Google client, is equal to new Google underscore client. So here we have created the object of our Google client. Friends, next to this we have to set the Google's authentication client ID here, which we have obtained from Google's developer console. So to set this I will write GC set client ID, and here we have to specify the client ID. Okay, so here it is our client ID. I will copy this and paste it here like this. So friends, next to this we have to specify the secret key. So I will write here GC set client secret, and I will copy the client secret key and paste it here like this. So next to this we have to specify the redirect URI. So for this I will write GC set redirect URI. So where our user will be redirected after successful authentication from Google server. So I will write here http localhost / Google login / dashboard.php. Okay, so at this URL user will get redirect. So next to this we have to specify the scope. So what information of users Google account we want to access. So here I will write first scope as an email. So GC add scope, and I will write here email. Okay, I will copy this and here I will change to profile. Friends, in order to use this all parameters within our PHP script, we are going to use session within PHP. So let's start your session here with session start function. Okay, so this is all the basic setting we have to do in order to use the Google's client library. So I will save all this setting. Now friends, we will move to index.php, and within this index.php we will try to add certain PHP code now, which will allow us to validate the user and fetch the account information from Google server. Okay, so for doing this, at top of this file I will start one PHP canonical block, and now here first of all we will try to include our settings.php file. So I will write here include settings.php. Friends, whenever user try to sign in with their Google's credential, and if they sign in successfully, then Google's authentication server returns one response. So we need to check whether we have received that response or not. If we have received that response, we have to process further. Okay, and Google returns response in form of $_get code. Okay, so here I will write if we will check whether the $_get. So friends, here if the value of $_get code has been set, then we can process further, and it means that Google has successfully authenticated the user. Now next to this we have to receive the authentication token here. So I will write here token is equal to Google client, and we will write fetch access token with authentication code. Okay, and for this we need to pass the parameter $_get code. Okay, so here we will receive a authentication token within token variable. So friends, next to this we will try to test if there is any error occurred during getting this authentication token or not. So I will write here each set, and I will write here token, the error key. Now friends, if there are no error in the token authentication process, then we will try to get the access token for our request. So I will write gc set access token, and to this we have to pass the token parameter. So I will write token access token. Now friends, we have already started the session within the settings.php. So we will set this access token to certain session variable, so throughout our web pages we will be able to use it. So I will create one session variable here. Let's say session, and I will specify the session variable name as access token, and simply assign the value like this. Now we have set our token value to this session variable access token. So this session variable will be available for all web pages. So friends, next to this we have to create the object of Google's service authentication. So I will write here GS as a object name is equal to new Google service okay, this is the class name, and we need to provide the client ID as a parameter to this class. Okay, so here we will write GC, that is our client ID. So here like this we will create the object of Google service. Now friends, using this Google service object we will try to fetch the profile information of user. So to get the user's profile data, we will write data is equal to $GS, that is Google service, user info, and we will call the get method like this. Now friends, all the information regarding user's account will be available within this data variable. Now we will retrieve the username, the email address, profile picture, and we will save it within the session variables. Okay, so first of all we will check if we will use empty function, and within this we will try to check the given name of user. So I will write data given name. So if given name is not empty, then we will set the session variable. So let's say $_session, and I will create variable, let's say first name. Okay, and we will assign data given name like this. Okay, in the same way now we will try to check next the family name whatever user has given. So I will copy this and I will paste it here. Now here I will change it given name to family name. Okay, and I will create here variable, let's say last name, and same I will specify here. So his last name will be available within this session variable last name. Okay, next to this we will try to get the email address of user. So again I will copy this and I will paste it here. Here I will write email. Okay, and here I will change session variable to email ID. Okay, and same I will specify here. Now next to this we will try to get the gender of user. So I will copy this and now we will change here to the gender, and here I will write gender user. Okay, and here same I will copy and paste like this, and at last we will try to retrieve the profile picture of user. So I will copy this and I will paste it here. Now change the code accordingly. So I will write here picture, same I will copy and paste here, and here I will change the session variable, let's say profile picture. Okay, like this we have retrieved all the basic profile information of a user. Now friends, we will try to provide the link to the login button now. Okay, so whenever user will click on this button, he will be redirected to the sign in page. Okay, so for this I will specify the link here for this sign in button. So here I will write the PHP code. So here we will write GC, that is Google client, and we will call method create auth URL. Now I will save this and let's try to check whether it is working or not. So here we will refresh the page and I will click on now sign in button. Now you can see here it is redirecting us to the sign in web page of Google. Okay, like this, and it is asking you whether you want to continue to the demo application. Like this it will show. Okay, so our link is working now. Friends, next to this we will try to test whether the session variable access token is set or not. If the access token session variable is set, means user is successfully login, so we will be able to redirect him to the dashboard.php. Okay, so I will write here if the session variable access token. So we will redirect our user to dashboard.php using header function. So I will write here location dashboard.php. Okay, else we will redirect him on same web page. So I will write here header and we will specify location index.php like this. Okay, now let's try to test whether it is working or not. So I will click on sign in with Google now. Now I will try to sign in with my Google account, and you can see we are getting redirected on dashboard.php, but till now we have not created this dashboard.php file. Okay, so I will create one new file here, dashboard.php. And I will copy the same code and we will paste it here. Okay, now I will remove the all other things from this web page. Okay, we don't need all this code here. As well, I will remove all this PHP script. Now here start your session in order to use session variable within the script. Okay, and now we will check whether the access token has been set or not. So if the session variable access token is set, then we will present the profile data to user and we will welcome him. Okay, otherwise we will redirect him to the index.php. Okay, and now here we will try to present the basic information that we have set within the session variable, like his name, profile picture, email address, etc. Now friends, to present the basic information of user, so for creating card I will use Bootstrap. So visit the Bootstrap website and here in the component section we will find this card. Okay, so like this I will copy this basic code and we will paste it here. Okay, now if you go and refresh, now friends, here we will get this card. Okay, now we will try to edit this card with basic user information. So I will write here user profile information. Okay, then here we will try to print his name. So for printing his name I will use session variable. So simply I will go and copy the first name. Okay, like this. Okay friends, in the same way I will display the last name of user. So here I will change to last name. Okay, friends, here I am getting this error, undefined array key, first name, last name. Okay, so let's try to print the session variable and we will try to see what keys we are receiving from Google. Okay, so now here you can see we are receiving these keys from Google: first name, last name, email address, okay, then image. Okay, same keys I will try to replace within my code as well. So in index.php, here we will try to modify. So it will be first name, then I will also modify the last name like this, okay. Then next to that, email address I will try to modify like this, okay, and user image. So instead of this profile picture, we will make it user image. Now within dashboard.php, here we will try to print the first name. So I will copy this first name and we will paste it here. In the same way, I will copy the last name and I will paste it here. Okay, now if we refresh, you can see we are getting the first name and last name of user. Okay, so in the same way, now I will try to display the email address of user. So here I will write email address instead of last name. Now if we refresh, you can see we are getting the email address as well, and at last now we will try to display the image of user. So here it is the source. So I need to specify $_session and user image. So if we refresh now, okay, so here I will add echo. You can see here we got the profile picture of user, and we will remove this button, we don't want it. Okay, so like this we are retrieving the user information. So I will comment this printer function, so clearly we will be able to see the users information. Okay, and now here I will add one welcome message to user. Okay, and I will also add his name here. So here itself I will add PHP and I will copy the first name of user like this. So you can see now we are getting this information here. Now here I will specify one button, logout. Again I will go to Bootstrap and I will copy this button. Okay, and now we will make this button as a logout button. So I will write here logout. Okay, and I will change its class to danger like this. So here we will get this logout button. Now whenever user will click on logout button, we will destroy the session. So all the stored information regarding its profile will get removed and user will be redirected to index.php file. Okay, so at last now I will create one file here, logout.php. Okay, and now here within this logout.php file we will include the settings.php. And we will unset the session variable called access token. So I will write here $_session and access token. After this we will call one revoke token method, due to which the token will get revoked. So here we will write Google client revoke token. Okay, this method we need to invoke, and then I will call session destroy function. So our session will be completely destroyed, and at last redirect our user to index.php like this. So this will be our logout.php, and now I will add this link to button. So here we will write logout.php. Okay, now we will refresh. Okay, link is available. Now I will click on logout.php. You can see we are getting redirected to sign in web page. This is how we will integrate the Google sign in button within PHP web page. Friends, if you find this video useful, please like and share this video. I will see you in next video. Thank you for watching.